Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
And now, shooting the shit with Dave and Ellen.
Hey
Hello.
everybody, we're here.
We're back.
It's dump day.
Another day, another episode.
Another dump, another day.
So we're recording as we're actually releasing a new episode.
Yeah.
Today, so.
I mean, it's been kind of serendipitous. We have been doing some episodes on Wednesdays, our favorite day,
Yeah.
dump day.
So we have another one, but today is a special one.
It's a new one. So, hey everybody, welcome to Shooting the Shit with
Dave
and Ellen, and this is episode 43, but it'll always be number 2 to us.
Number 2.
Yes.
Numero dos. And we have a special, awesome comedian, guest, friend, great person, Chris Calogero.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody sit down, please. Relax.
I know there's a big audience.
This
in here.
audience is
I know.
wild.
It's a little too much.
Woo!
We're gonna
in here.
get security next time.
Thank you.
You have an
please.
applause button. Press it.
Oh
already.
yeah.
Oh, please
There we go.
stop.
Yes.
Oh, please. Come on. I recently got canceled, so it's good to be back, you know?
Well, we're glad to have you on. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me. You know, this is my wheelhouse.
Yes.
Poop?
Yes.
Poop.
Yes.
Yep.
Chris actually has a whole live show where he
About
talks about
poop.
I have a show called Stories from People Who Poop Their Pants.
Yes.
And I've done 5 or 6 of them. I only do them a couple times a year to keep them fresh and special.
We love a fresh
batch.
Yeah.
do.
Hot batch.
Hot and steamy.
I run it, and all but one has been sponsored by Squatty Potty.
Oh.
Really?
Which is very cool. Yeah. So,
That's fucking that's fucking awesome.
yeah. They were they're great, but I think something must have changed in their they're in the marketing department. I haven't been able to get in touch with them. I had a Squatty lady who was really good to me, and she sent swag, and I literally gave away free Squatty Potties to best audience stories.
Yeah.
And
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was great. It's been great. So
I just bought Dave a Squatty Potty
Yes.
for his birthday, and I got him the Moonlight edition.
what's the wait the movie?
No. The Moonlight edition has
What a crazy crossover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, this is gonna work. This work.
it's a motion censored nightlight in it.
It's delightful.
It's fantastic for your
Does it scare you?
no.
No, it's mellow because I like to. I mean, usually I hate when I wake up in the middle of the night to take a piss or shit. I can't stand putting the light on. It's just too jarring.
Sure.
This thing is it's relaxing. I feel like I'm at a spa.
Dude, I mean, look, that's great, but also isn't it waking up out of a dead sleep to shit is one of life's worst feelings, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, it can be because I've had those ones where you're like, if I don't move right now, this is not going to end well for me.
Right. But it's just getting up to pee is second nature. Once a night I get up to pee.
Same here.
Yeah.
At the very least.
At the very least. Yeah. And every now and again where you're your eyes pop open, you're waking up after having a hood thrown over your head, and you're like, and it's just terror.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's why the Moonlight edition is so great.
Because you kind of ease into that nightmare.
Right. I was going to say it's such a funny edition because it's a rare instance.
Well, plus I like that it's got the
sort of calm you.
I like the sort of soothing light because I'm more in this awkward position of my legs up in the air. And I'm so not flexible, so it probably looks ridiculous. And I don't need the harsh lighting of my bathroom light. Highlighting that. Do
you guys remember when that first came to light that everybody was you need to squat to have better poops? It was a couple years ago, and then Squatty Potty kind of filled that niche.
I think I only knew about it through Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Listening to the Stern show, and he was like, I love my Squatty Potty, and I was like, I could get one of these.
Right, but I mean, even before Squatty Potty, there were stories.
I've had friends that I squat when I take a shit, and I was like, what? It didn't even register to me.
I thought people were telling me to squat on the bowl, and I was like, how is anybody but Simone Biles doing this? This is
Spider-Man,
right? This is. How many people will die from this advice?
funny you should say that because we had a guest, a magician, on the show who said that he used to take shits like he would just stand on the rim.
He would stand on the rim?
Yeah.
And take shits.
Like over, like just fully standing?
Yeah, like on stand. I mean, he probably threw a squat in there somehow, but yeah.
I think he would like stand up on the seat
toilet,
and then squat down.
Like gargoyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Total gargoyle.
Which is like also common in like Asia. There's signs because they're used to those like Turkish toilets
that are in the ground, right?
Yeah. But then if they go see a normal like Western toilet, or normal for us, not to them, but like where you're
normal American toilet.
Talk American.
Red, white, and blue.
But like they American would standard. There's like signs that say do not squat on, you will break the toilet.
Do not stand on the toilet.
Yeah, but stand and then squat. Right. You know.
Right. Yeah. Of course. I mean, that's what I thought people were like advocating for, but like it is that we used to shit in holes in the ground and would be fully squatting and
I mean, the squatting definitely helps. I mean, when she got that squatty potty for me, the first one was like, I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
But just again, like I'm not that flexible, so I just feel self-conscious when I'm doing it. I'm like, there's a camp. Someone's like recording this.
Nobody's in
I know,
there.
They're going to replay this back when I'm in my funeral.
No, I totally...
Like, time. Let's go out to Exhibit A of what a fucking doofus.
No, I totally stuck a motion-censored camera in that squatty potty to go with the light. Yeah.
And action.
In about a year from now, I'm going to put a montage together. It's all going up to the cloud. I'm going to edit that shit together, and it's going to be like Paul Flart.
And you put the Benny Hill soundtrack to it.
What a terrible edit job for you.
Yeah, right. Actually, that might be a great one.
Oh, that sounds horrific. I would die. Yeah. I'd move.
Nope. I would have that shit blasting. You are going to become an internet sensation, my love.
Yeah, baby. I remember also there was a couple instances of, speaking of like standing on toilets and breaking them, like, do you remember like I think Kevin Smith like broke a toilet when he was like at his biggest, because like you ever like
I heard that story.
Yeah, when you're in an office, there's like a lot of bathrooms in offices or public bathrooms, the toilets like just stick out of the wall, but they don't have like a base.
Yes.
So you kind of don't even have to be that big to like.
Completely.
I constantly worry.
Oh, that's
in my office
fear.
That I'm going to crack the toilet off of the thing and then just walk out and be like, it was like that when I found it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's water everywhere. You're like all soaked. I don't know what happened.
Like the ultimate version of being at a party and taking a shit and the water like starting to rise to the top of the bowl and you're like,
we've had so many which by the way, if that happens, just turn the valve off.
Yes, I know that now.
I didn't know that until I was like, wait, what? I just didn't even think about that.
No, you're panicking.
Yeah, you're panicking. You're like, what am I going to do?
It's not just a situation. Like, it's a social issue that is happening for your life.
You just walk out. You're like, hey, guys, great knowing you all, but we can't be friends anymore. I had a really great couple of years get to know some of you, but we're done here.
I do this show where, like, it's about crapping your pants. God. And I get the audience to write stories on note cards, and then the best one wins, like... usually squatty potty swag.
Yeah.
And one of my, I don't know why this story like always stuck with me. I mean, I know why, because it's crazy, but this like petite woman said that one time she had a party and the toilet was clogged, and like when she got in there, and so she shit in a bag and threw it out the window. And I was like,
oh my God,
the gall.
That's inventive.
The temerity.
We've heard stories kind of similar to that by somebody we've been trying to get on the podcast.
Yeah,
but we're not going to repeat them
because they have to.
They have to tell it. Yeah,
it's one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. But,
really?
But this person keeps saying they will come on, but they every time we like message them, we're like, let's do this. They're like radio silence.
I want to say it's so bad because he told me when we were doing a photo shoot.
Yeah, I was like, just fucking email us the story and we'll read it.
I couldn't stop laughing. And she had another one that was it wasn't as good, but it was pretty fucking up. It was up there.
Wait, I think I know. I might know who you're talking about.
No, I don't
think
I'm not sure if you know this person.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you off. I'll tell you after this.
Tell you off, Mike. Take some care of
okay, before we get into more stories, though, we have to get into our check-in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Chris.
Yes.
How have your poos been recently?
Oh,
That's why I gave you the Bristol stool chart.
I think I'm kind of in between 4 and 5 right now.
Oh, good.
Sausage nuggets.
Yeah.
But so I'm trying to get back in shape a little bit, and I have been having a lot of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, probiotic stuff.
Nice.
So
gut health.
What I found out, I had to take antibiotics recently because I cut my finger on glass.
Ooh.
And
fuck.
Do you get a tetanus shot too?
Yes, I got all the things. Good. And they were like, just to be safe, take antibiotics for like a week and cut them with some probiotics.
Yes.
Yep.
And antibiotics made me feel like absolute garbage. So I had a lot of kombucha and in plain Greek yogurt.
Yes.
And so I found out that my shits were coming out like fucking nuclear missiles. Like it was crazy, and I was like, this is actually probably good for me.
Yeah. Well, the antibiotics are probably like killing everything in your gut, so they were like flowing out real fast. But then the probiotics were helping bring neutrality.
Fire.
So I've been back on like for breakfast I eat like a retired cop. Who's like trying to get his life back. I eat 2 hard-boiled eggs and plain Greek yogurt with like bananas in it.
Wow.
And so I do Weight Watchers. That's like a 0-point breakfast.
Oh, nice.
If you know the little point system, baby. And then I have 20 ounces of coffee, black coffee, because I'm on the case of my life,
shooting out of you.
And so I have some real solid ones. And I had been off of it, and I had been like kind of drinking and eating too much, which I love to do, and getting a little irregular. And now I'm back to my like.
It's crazy, like what a diet really does to your shit. I mean, it does really like.
Now I'm like,
Dave's been on a diet for a little over a month now, and your shits have been a lot better.
Although today I kind of had. Well, I guess I'll just go into mine.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Today was like a mess. Like. It looked like
a shower.
It looked
after?
it looked like like when you see those movies of the bank robbers and they open the sack of money and the paint bomb goes off.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
You have those,
and
every
I'm
now
like,
and
what
again.
the fuck? Like, but I think because I
was it blue?
No, it was a little orangey.
If it's blue, we need to stop the podcast and go to a hospital right now.
I'm like, it was more of a mauve. No, it was a little. It was like.
What did you eat?
Well, I had a bunch of roasted veggies last night.
But usually that's good for you.
Oh, no, I had chili last night. Sorry, I had chili.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I forgot. Yes, I had that for the roasted veggies for lunch. I had chili that my wife made, and like really healthy chili.
Yeah.
But oh my god! But then see, this morning I only had. I had an apple and a hard-boiled egg for breakfast.
Hard-boiled egg, baby.
Which I love hard-boiled eggs. It's easy.
Oh, I love a hard-boiled egg. It's so easy to eat.
Oh, they gross me out so hard.
Oh my god!
Why? Because they like slip around in your hand?
No, I just don't like eggs when they look like eggs.
That's very much like
salt and pepper.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce is good too.
Yeah.
No.
But so
like
anyway.
a hard-boiled egg is just like a solid chicken period. To
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's great.
No.
It's like gelatin. So anyway, and I stupidly had my I have like some fiber pills that I take and
baby,
some other
Pure
shit.
for men.
And
are
it fucked me.
asking for
Yeah,
it.
so I think like it was funny because I was cleaning up this morning.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Oh yeah, well that too. But
Cleaning
then
up your
I'm cleaning
colon.
up and then I'm like my stomach feels really weird and I'm like holy fuck I barely drank any water with those pills.
That's the other thing.
And
too,
then I just pounded this huge 64 32 ounce thing of water that I drink every day.
I like that you're like 64. I mean 32.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I want to brag
I had
about
the 64 I drink for the whole day, but I only had the 32. So I drank that, and then all of a sudden I was just like, "Oh, something's going on."
Yeah.
And then it just came out like
Release the beast.
Oh my god, it was awful.
Yeah.
Oof.
I look back and I'm like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go into my check-in after the statement. Have you ever had a splatter poo that was so bad that it got on the nozzle of your tushy?
Probably.
The nozzle of your tushy?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The nozzle of your bidet. I have seen that. I have not personally done it.
It's not supposed to have a
like
nozzle.
Your fingers
No, not of your actual
You
ass.
know like you shit out of your butt nozzle?
Do you guys have a button that comes out of your ass?
Wait a minute, what is this podcast?
So the tushy's the
You have the bidet,
snap-on
huh?
bidet.
Right,
It's amazing.
And
I gotta
I've
get one of
had
those
people
things.
come over and do splatter poo, and then I look down and I'm like, there's fucking caked on shit on the nozzle that's supposed to be clean water that sprays onto my asshole.
I hate the word caked on, the phrase caked on is so gross to me. But I get it, and I've used it because it is evocative and it paints the picture. But caked on shit, is
I like shellacked.
Oh, that's worse.
Like someone like an old high school, they just painted the walls. It's like got 3 layers of like
oh god,
of brown.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like, fuck. I don't want to
man.
spray what's supposed to be clean water, but it's now your shit into my butthole. I mean, talk about fecal implants.
Unless you need it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta spray somebody's shit.
Oh my god,
like a fecal implant.
Yeah,
that's bad.
I had a comedian in Chicago tell a story about her fecal implant.
Wait. But before we go into the story,
sorry.
I just want to quickly go into my check-in.
Go your check-in, girl.
So
how your butt?
I did not take my Benadryl last night, and I've talked about this on last episodes. I take Benadryl at night because I have neuropathy thanks to Lyme disease.
Okay.
But last night I was really tired, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not going to take it because I also have been a little constipated. Benadryl, I found out, makes you constipated. So neuropathy or constipation, they both suck. So this morning I shit 3 times, but it was like literally it started with a number 2, went into a number 3, and then ended with like 2 4s next to each other.
Jesus.
Wait, what is it number 3?
Right there.
Right there on the chart.
Oh,
Yes,
I see the
yes.
chart. Yes.
Yes.
The Bristol stool chart.
We're so used to these numbers that it's like it's.
Oh yeah. I mean, 43 episodes in,
we're
we
beyond
memorized it.
numbers 1 and 2.
Yeah. Ellen is all about the 4. That's like her life.
The
for the most
sausage?
part. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's not every day.
Not every day, but it's a lot.
I mean, that's what a probiotic thing will do for you.
I mean,
like really
clearly.
sausage them out. But like at first, when you first start doing it, man, you gotta hold on to something.
Yeah.
It's really. I was stunned.
But I made a poo yesterday that it felt like I was making this huge log, and it ended up being just like short and fat, and I was like, it was maybe like 3 inches, and I was like, that felt a lot more aggressive coming out than it was, and I was like, that was kind of like that was a cheat. And then sometimes I have these like 14-inch number 4s
I will say
that slide out so
magic
easy.
ass. I'm like, how the fuck? I go, I've never.
It's not a
even
magic
had
ass.
shit
It's a magic colon.
That's a colon.
My colon is
Well, you know
brilliant.
what I mean.
I will step in and say 3 inches pretty big. You know?
I mean,
3
just,
inches?
yeah,
no,
3
that's
inches
a tiny.
huge to me.
That's
she's
a
always
tiny
talking.
turd.
I'm just defending the 3 inches out there.
Not when it comes to my turds.
Ellen's on fucking like Mandingo type shit.
No, that's what I've been. That's what I've had though. When I started doing the probiotic stuff, I had like ones like that where I'm like, God, it's like never stop.
You're like, this is the star of the show right here.
It's the best.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I've yet to have
one.
one of these gigantic. I don't know,
dude.
I'm average.
Get some plain Greek yogurt, mix some fruit in, have a big cup of coffee, and your life will change. Right. I swear.
Right.
I'm a size queen. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, Chris, before we go into all the crazy stories, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Chris, and I am a Cancer, and I love
like long walks in the park.
Yeah. No, I'm a comedian. I live in Brooklyn. I used to run a show that David used to come to a lot called Match Game with Tiffany Lee, and I've done some photo shoots here, which have been wonderful. And I don't know. I do comedy. I act. I perform. I do all the things, and I run a couple shows over at Friends and Lovers in Crown Heights.
Oh, cool.
That's close by.
And you have that show that happens.
And I have the show that happens like 2 to 4 times a year. Generally, probably like 2 times a year. But I've only run it twice. I've run it twice this year. That'll probably be it. And I would imagine I'll do it again like in January or February or something.
And what is it called?
Stories from people who poop their pants.
Yes.
And it came about because
shitting your pants is hilarious.
It's hilarious. And it's cathartic to talk about with people. And I feel like it really brings everybody together because it's this thing that obviously you guys talk about a lot.
Yeah, and everybody
does it. Everybody shit their pants.
If
Everybody's
they didn't,
come
they
close,
lied. Yeah.
right?
It's the great equalizer.
I mean, it's really singular.
I think your next one, you should have me and Dave on, and we will tell our shit our pants stories.
I would love to have you guys on.
Yeah.
Shit my pants a lot.
We can cross over. A little crossover.
Yeah.
Crossover.
Yes.
Yeah, so I started doing it because I shit my pants at home, which was kind of the worst thing. And
nope, at home is not the worst.
You know what? I used to think that, and I was like, I've come close to shitting my pants and shit my pants in public. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I was home. And then being at home, the shame of knowing that the bathroom was steps away was like stunning. I was like, I'm home. Like, what an animal. Like, what is wrong? But like, it was like I had a half day from work and I was having the apartment cleaned because me and my now wife thought we were gonna have people over for her birthday, so I was like clean the apartment, and then I had the cleaning service was gone, and so I had like a half a day, and she was at work, and I was waiting around, and I was like sitting on my boxers playing video games, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. I didn't think it was like anything, and something happened in like the lift from the couch to like standing, and it was like and it was like a champagne popper. And just went on, and I was like, what the fuck? And I just shit my pants, and I like grabbed my ass, and it was just like I was like, in moments of extreme trauma, I think sometimes you just are very matter of fact. And I was just being like weirdly I was like, I shit my pants. I was like, I'm running to the bathroom. I shit my pants like out loud. Like, like a shit. And I went into the shower with
like a Rain Man kind of situation.
Very Rain Man.
And I went in the shower and I was just like, you shit your pants. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, as an adult, you're like, that just happened. You're like, what the fuck?
Like, it wasn't even one of those things where, you know, you're running around and you're just like, please, please, please. Like, I know it's going to happen. It was just like magic. It just happened. And,
no, but doing it at home, at least you can, like, I've barely talked about it in the podcast because they're not exciting stories, but I have pooped my pants when I was inches away from the toilet.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting because you're right there. You get to clean up.
That is true.
The public ones are the worst because you're like, what the fuck do I do right now?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a fucking mess.
I totally agree. I would rather do it at home, but I understand what you're talking about because it's like, you're like just feet away from this thing that could have saved an amount of like time of cleaning up because you're just like, what the
nobody wants to, you don't want to handle your own shit in any way. Like,
no,
it's
but
like,
in public it's even worse.
No, it is. No doubt it's worse.
Public is like,
I just thought it would be better at home, but it was a different kind of like weird
like,
shame.
Also, when you don't think it's coming, you're like, okay, I go to the bathroom, you're like, and it just goes from 0 to 100 like that. You're like, oh wow, just now
wild.
Yeah. Imagine, like, you're just talking to yourself, like, what the fuck?
Wait, also, like, isn't it crazy, like, when you shit your pants, like, how much shit there actually is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'd never thought it, like, you never think it's that much until it has to, like, just, like, back into your fucking pants.
It's like in this little area where you're like, now it's just spreading out, like, you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
And it doesn't stay solid.
No.
Like, it's just...
No, nobody ever shits their pants with a Bristol 1.
No.
You're not having nuggets.
It's like
your
body's
6
like...
or 7.
Even if you did, it would just smash up. Like, it doesn't... That's the thing. It's like a car hitting a wall.
Mash up like a fucking pancake.
Yeah, it just smashes together. Like, have you ever dropped a gallon of milk and been like, how is there that much milk in there? Like, that is crazy. There's so much.
It's like when you drop something on the floor, spill. You're like, oh my god, I gotta clean all this up. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
You're like, it doesn't even look
like in your house.
Much.
You're like, but I mean, yes, I would still take like home, but
of course.
But it's a problem.
So I cleaned myself up and like I put like everything in like a garbage bag and like brought it outside, like broad daylight. I'm bringing like an empty garbage bag out. Like, this can't be in my house.
Well, at least didn't put it in a bag and throw it out the window.
Yeah, true. I live on the first floor. It would have been really weird.
Oh my god!
Like one floor.
Someone's walking by, hits him in the head. What the fuck?
That would be hilarious.
So I was like, I don't have to tell anybody about this, but like, of course, I told everybody, and everybody was like, oh, this is my story, like, this is what and everybody's kind of like bonding over telling stories. So I was like, I'm gonna do a show, and it was great. I got like interviewed by like the Brooklyn paper for it.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
a guy came and like did a photo shoot like, of me on the toilet. Like, I can send it to you guys if you want to put it out the episode or whatever.
Yes.
We do this thing on our Instagram called Hot Babes on Toilets.
Oh yeah.
So you'll be our hot babe on toilet.
Yeah. Great. It was really funny because he was from the Brooklyn paper, like a contractor, contracted by the Brooklyn paper. he just came over to my house and was like, I had to like sit on the toilet in front of him, and I had to like actually, I had to have my jeans down.
I was gonna ask you, like,
right, with the boxers like over my junk, and I was like literally bare-assed, like
he's like, okay guys, do this
on the toilet. And I was like, what if I just like shit right? Like, what if I just like shit right now?
Very meta.
And he's like, this guy really means it, man.
I could totally see my wife doing that. I was comfortable. I just got like, you know, like.
Oh, I would totally start peeing.
Oh yeah, you would.
Yeah.
You would definitely start peeing.
My friend, I have a comedian friend. I won't say her name because I don't know if she wants me telling. It's a joke she says on stage, but who knows? But she has a story about how she was at a bar and like pulled her boyfriend in the bathroom with her, like to be all like sexy and like she was like, oh, we're like in here together, and she was like peeing, and then unexpected to her, she just like dropped a deuce, and he was like, no.
See, it happens. Dave doesn't believe that when a girl sits down to pee, sometimes like a poop comes out.
Yeah,
we didn't expect it.
I believe it. I just like, when I'm in the bathroom or something, and Tiny's like, I just gotta pee. I'm like, all right, come on in. And then 2 seconds later, oh, I'm pooping now. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Like,
no, but it happens.
And
it happens, but it's
like
uncool.
Wile E. Coyote. Like every time, like I know I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah,
she's gonna come in and she's gonna take a shit. And it happens every time.
But it's like a couple episodes ago, I was talking about being at my therapist's office, and I had to pee so badly, and I peed, and when I was done peeing, I was like, oh my god, I have to shit.
Yeah,
and so it was like I had to then build the nest and plop right back down.
Build the nest.
Yeah, when you take the newspaper, you take the toilet paper around the bowl to make sure you're not touching.
Oh, you're one of those people?
Well, yeah, in public places.
Are you one of those people? I just pop it down. I don't give a shit.
No, normally I am a build a nest person, but there's those times where you're like,
it's called build the nest.
Yeah,
but there's those times where I've been like, no, there's those times where I've been like, oh my god, I don't have time. It's like, do I build a nest and shit my pants, or do I?
Oh, but I mean, if I ever got caught shitting my pants while building the nest, fuck building the nest forever. That would be a nightmare.
So there's been a few times where I've just popped right down the thing, and I felt like I just contracted fucking cheek.
Yeah, your ass is ruined.
You guys are crazy. You live in the dirtiest, just breathing the air around here. It's filth.
You know what it is? I'm not OCD. I don't have like germaphobe stuff, but it's like certain things set me off.
That makes you feel better.
Well, yeah, there are certain toilets.
It's just when I see it, I'm like, I can't sit on that no matter how much I try to clean it beforehand.
Yeah. What do you think your dick is like, huh?
Oh, my jug is in my. I'm like, if that happened once when I was drunk, my dick hit the toilet seat. Ugh. And I
you cut it off. It's gone.
I almost had like, it was like crazy how much of a panic attack that just set in like so quickly. And I was wasted. That's where I'm being like, you
have a brand new STI that they haven't even invented yet.
I went to the doctor like maybe like a week later. I'm like, look, like I'm serious. I went there. I was like, this thing happened. They're like, you're gonna be fine. I'm like, it didn't look like.
They're like, get out of here, you crazy person.
But I'm like, I don't fucking know. It really affected me, and so now I'm just like, I go in there with like a whole system.
I will admit that like there are certain oones that that look horrible, and like I had to pull over on the road that leads to the Holland Tunnel, and in a gas station.
Second Holland Tunnel.
Oh really?
Story,
I didn't take a shit. I was picking up my wife from the airport, and I had stupidly. You ever just like you ever have like a stupid burrito? You're like, why did I have stuff
like
to do?
This is gonna end badly when you're eating it.
It's like if it ends badly and I'm just like watching a movie, I can just go. But like I have to fucking drive to JFK. Like I have to drive to Newark. Like what am I doing? And I just knew as I was eating it, I was like, you fucking moron. And I was like, it's so good though. But I'm like, yeah, but you're a fucking idiot. And I right as I'm waiting for her to like, I'm caught in traffic trying to get to the airport, and I'm like, I have shit. I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, what am I gonna do? And she gets in, and I'm like, I gotta go. The clock is ticking. So true. I was like, I gotta make it. And we got to the Holland Tunnel, and it was just like an Exxon, and I was like, nope, we're pulling over. You need anything? Nope. All right. And the bathroom was fucking wet and gross. Oh. And I did hold the handicap thing.
Oh yeah, to prop yourself up.
To just squat over it, and I just did that, which I was very proud of. It takes a lot of core strength,
Yeah, man.
But so yeah, I will admit that there are certain ones that I'm like, no. But for the most part, I'll pop it down anywhere.
I've had those. Ever had those moments where you go? I forgot where this was. Somewhere in the East Village. I went, and this is like back in the. There's a period I just did not go to public bathrooms because it just freaked me out too much.
I get it.
And then I was out one night,
everybody has a moment of clarity.
Desperately single with some friends, and I'm like, maybe I'll meet someone tonight. And then we get to this bar, which did not happen. I went to this bar, and
what was the bar?
I can't remember. Bar? No, it was like somewhere on the Avenue C, and like. And like I want to say 8th or 9th, it was like way down. And in my stomach, I had bubble guts the whole night. Where I'm like, I can't go to the bathroom, but like it'll go away. I'm so stupid. So I get to this bar and I'm like, nope.
What does it take for us as people to learn that it won't go away?
It never goes away. I remember I did the whole thing where I unbuckled my belt just to give me a little bit of like extra just relief, and nothing was working. And I went to the bathroom. And so this bar, God, what the fuck was in that bar? But it was tiny. It was the size of my living room. And the fucking bar, the actual bar was right next to the bathroom. And the bathroom, I mean, like, it would be like, imagine you're like on a subway and there's just a little tiny room.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, that area of the city is very much like that.
It's just like a fucking tiny little like square box.
Yep.
That, I mean, you could hear the conversations. Like, it's like right next to the door. And you got me in there just like blasting away.
I mean,
just fucking shitting like a madman, thinking like, oh, it's really loud in here. No one's going to notice.
I know, but it's like, this, I get it, but it's also like, how do we break? Like, it's what it's for.
Yeah. But it's just, back then too, I was like way more self-conscious.
Oh no, I get it.
And I was like, oh my God. Like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? No one probably heard that. And my friend comes over and was like, oh man, you were fucking blowing it up in there, huh? I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the I mean, every bathroom is for pee and poo.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
However, what is not for is when you come out and somebody's like, just somebody shit in there.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Like,
that's the moment where you're like, fuck, I just got called out. Like,
yeah.
So you ever try to pull the thing where you walk out and you're like, oh, that's the guy before
not
me.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I've done that. That's not me.
Crazy. Especially if it was quick. Usually, like, I feel like if I have to go in public, like, you hold it for so long, and then by the time you go, it's just like, and then it's like over. It's just like, it's like the blink of an eye.
Oh, not me.
Yeah.
I'm in
really?
I'm in there for
You're an hour and a half.
It's, if I let it go, like, and just hold it, it's a thing.
It's a process.
Oh yeah.
But that's a good thing, though. Dr. Evan Goldstein told us, like, you should only poo when it's like ready.
But it's like my stomach's
falls
churning.
out of you.
My stomach's churning, and just wave after wave, and then it's like, oh, they know I'm shitting in here now. There's no
there's
like,
a mental, like, you know how like in football the quarterback has like a timer in his head for when he needs to throw the ball. Like, you have a timer in your head for when you're like, okay, everybody knows I'm shitting now. It's been like a minute and a half.
We've passed pee, washing hands, and maybe checking a message.
Also, like, I'm like a very quick peer.
Oh,
like,
I'm not.
so like I'm just like out, and then it's like I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then it's like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, well, you guys know that shit. So
you know what's going on in there. So
do?
There was a long line, I swear.
Yeah,
that's the worst. You come out, it's a line. You're like, fuck.
No, bad.
Yeah, that's like, I'm like, oh my god.
What's like the worst place you've shit? Like
CBGB's bathroom.
You pooped in CBGB's bathroom?
Well, I didn't. I couldn't go into the men's room. Like I've told this story a bunch in the podcast, but like I literally had to like. My friends like
they're like notably gross.
Oh,
right?
it is beyond what you. It's so imagine the worst bathroom you can think of, and then just magnify that by another 2. Excuse me. And my friends said, just go to the bathroom. You're gonna feel so much better. There was no reentry, so I couldn't leave the fucking bar for some dumbass reason. So I had to go downstairs. I went downstairs 3 times. Still couldn't do it. He's like, did you go? I'm like, no. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, you don't know what it looks like. This is like smartphone too.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be like, take a look at this picture. You would never go in there. So he's like, just fucking go. Who gives a shit? I'm like, there's no stall. It's just a toilet on
a platform.
On a little 2-step platform.
What is with that? I hate that.
Just ice. No lid, no rim, nothing. Just the.
I never shit on ice before.
I didn't. I didn't either that night.
I haven't either.
And then so I finally, I'm like, fuck it. I just wait. I saw a girl come out of the women's bathroom.
Smart.
And I'm like, oh fuck. I just kind of walked in. I'm like,
you're
hello?
like, well, if it's fucking chaos here, then fuck it.
I opened the door. I'm like, Jenny. It's some dumb name, just like I was calling somebody, and like no one answered back. I'm like, is anybody in there? And then just walked in. I went to one stall, ripped the giant industrial thing off the fucking wall, toilet paper. Then I went to the next stall and wrapped it like a fucking mummy.
Nice.
I used the entire roll to wrap the whole at the bottom of the toilet, the fucking flusher, the pipes.
I don't
everything.
think you had to go that badly.
Oh no!
Because there's too much time in between.
No, you have no idea.
Feeling the bubble guts and the shit leaving your asshole.
So at this point, by the time I got down there, my pants were like unbuckled. Like I had a long shirt.
I would have shit my pants by the.
It was like I was sweat. My friends like, you don't look
sweating.
So good. Like,
yeah.
Because like I mean, this guy, I was roommates with him in college, and then he moved to New York. We moved both to New York. So like he knew me. Like he knew my brand.
He knows your tells.
Yeah. So I go down there and I'm like, and I was like, it's like coming up, and I'm like, I can't sit down in this toilet.
Were you clenching real hard?
Oh yeah. This is the time again. I was not using public restrooms that much. And then I finally went down. I was down there for like 20, 25 minutes.
Well, that's a lot of work, though.
Easy.
I mean, you're talking about you're laying a lot of groundwork. So that's.
I mean, but I've never been happier. The feeling after that was just like,
you're a new person.
And then I came upstairs in the band I've been dying to see because we do 4 fucking opening bands. Finally, like they just walked up on stage right when I got back to my spot.
What a life!
It was like the heavens opened up.
American dream right there.
But CBGB's bathroom was probably the worst bathroom I've ever taken a shit in.
I saw a hilarious meme today that said orgasms are great and everything, but you don't know what it feels like to unbutton your pants at the end of the day and let your organs fall back into the place they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
That is a great feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It reminds me, I didn't go take a shit at this bathroom because I feel like it was basically impossible. But Hank's Hank Saloon.
I've been there, yeah.
Their bathroom was so gross, and it was just like they're one level, and it was like 2 doors.
Yep.
Like one women's room, men's room, and then it was just like a toilet set like all the way in the back, like really oddly, and then like urinals on the right, and like on a like a little platform, and the door like didn't lock the men's room, so it was just like, what are you gonna do?
But it's
like,
too far away to hold the door yourself.
You're like legitimately like into the
20
kitchen
feet away.
Here. It's like really bizarre. And we went to my friend's show there, and as soon as we got out of the Uber, I was like, well, I'll see you guys in there. I'm gonna walk around the neighborhood and try to find a place where I can take a shit. And there was like a Mexican restaurant, like one of those high-end ones, you know. And I walked in.
They're like, no.
And I was like, well, I walked in and I was like, I'll take a shot of mezcal. And he's like, great. And I did a shot of mezcal. I was like, do you have a bathroom? And he's like, yeah, back there. And I was like, good. Took a shit.
Oh, nice.
Threw a tip down and like walked out. And I was like, and it was empty. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't have that option in my situation, unfortunately. But that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to be good.
Oh, not the holiday cocktail lounge. The fucking Mars bar was the other number 2.
Yeah.
Close number second.
Yeah.
It was a one seater, and you could see through the door frame too. So that made it even extra like fucking creepy. And that place was a shithole back in the day.
I hate that though.
It won like best dive bar like every year since like.
Yeah, that's great for you. Yeah. But, like I gotta fucking unload.
I walked in, and like when you walk in, I think that the bathroom was like kind of near the front door, and I've walked in there and seen people fucking like through this like the little slit.
No.
And I'm like, I gotta use that bathroom now.
Ugh.
You know, so yeah, that was a close number 2.
I think the worst I've done, but I can't remember exactly where, but I know I've shit in a porta potty that wasn't clean.
Oh yeah, porta potty shit sucks.
Yeah, but it was like I had no choice. But I can't remember location, where this porta potty was, when. I just know that it's happened, and I tried my hardest to block that from my memory.
A porta potty is like a waking nightmare.
It's terrible.
It's the worst.
And we just learned in one of our news articles a couple episodes ago that a woman died while smoking a cigarette in a porta potty because the fumes are that toxic that she blew up.
Yeah.
But that can't be real.
Yeah,
it was real.
She blew up?
And she was
like spontaneously combusted?
No, the porta
potty blew up.
With the fire from her cigarette.
I mean, it burst into flames and she died like on the toilet, like smoking a cigarette.
That's how evil porta potties are.
And they were saying, because it was like she was it was a porta potty out in front of like someone's house. Like
Nobody
they were doing construction
should die in a porta potty.
Yeah, that's awful. I read the headline. Helen just started laughing.
Yeah, I mean,
like uncontrollable. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Is this really?" But it's like the horrible way to die.
I mean, talk about blowing it up.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like flames and a shitter.
I had to use a porta potty when it was 2000, and I went to the New Jersey Devils Stanley Cup celebration in the parking lot of the arena, and
tailgating.
This already sounds like horrible.
I went with my dad and my brother, and it was like, we love the Devils, and I just had bubble guts like the whole time, and I was just like, and I was like, I was 17, 18, about to be 18, and still very much in that shame level of like, the very idea that you have to shit is like, how dare I have to do this in front of anybody else, and I just was like, I gotta go, and we like leave the thing early, and I just had to like use the porta potty like twice, and it's just like it was just like there's no option. That's like when you're do or die. Like it was just shit my pants and ride home with my father and my brother. Or just eat it.
My son.
Just fucking go in a porta potty. I mean, either way, my dad is ashamed of me. You know?
Aww.
It's awful.
Yeah, it was
I have to
horrible.
pee so bad.
Go for it. Go for it. So I feel like since I started running the show, I became like the arbiter of like shit stories.
Yes.
And people like tell them to me all the time. But I also, people will be like, text me like, oh, my shit, my pants could have been on your, almost was like gonna be able to be on your show, and then I like find out what happened.
Almost ain't gonna cut it.
But I also like feel like now I'm in this weird place where like if it happens to me again, like I'm like, oh great, it's a thing, but it's also horrible. I was like, I can use this for my show, and I shit my pants like a year ago, in the car.
Oh fuck,
driving, which is a new form of terror.
This is a different. Was this what you're going to the Holland Tunnel again?
No. This was another burrito.
You and burritos, Chris.
I know. I love them, but they fucked me up so bad. I stopped getting rice in them because they're too filling.
Yeah.
You need to like take an Imodium before you eat the burrito.
I just need to cork it up.
Just imagine you like buying it, going like, look. We're cool, right? This you and I, we're gonna work together.
Yeah,
you're not gonna fuck me this time, right?
I love them, but it's a lot of food, man.
Yeah.
I am in the habit though of taking like preventative Peptos and Tums now, and I just feel like if I feel a moment of it and I'm like about to go out for like dinner or something, I'm just like, I pop 2 Tums or like I pop like Pepto and
gotcha.
just like.
Just the kind of nip in the bud.
Do it. I love it. So, so I had been in Denver for like 3 or 4 days, doing some comedy stuff, and we were in that vacation mode. We're like, let's try this place. Let's eat like garbage here. Let's drink and blah blah. And then I think sometimes when you come back from like a little vacation, you have like that last night. You're like, let's continue to eat like shit like one more night. So it's like we're on vacation. So we ordered like sloppy ass burritos, and we had them. And then I had to drive my brother home he was dog sitting, and he lives in Sunset Park, so not that far, like a 12-minute drive or something.
Okay.
So I'm driving him back, and I get to his apartment, and I'm like, oh, brother, I gotta go. But I don't know, you get cocky about your body. I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, yeah. And I'm like, but I'm also like, that's nothing I haven't heard before. I can do it. Even though I know what's happened plenty of times. So I was like, do I go in? I'm double parked. I was like, I can drive home. It's 10 minutes. I'll drive home.
Famous last words.
As soon as I get to the corner, I was like, oh, shit. And just that, like, oh, no. And I started, like rocking in my seat, you know? Trying to rock to sleep, you know? Just like,
you're like hot and cold at the same time.
Oh, sweating and cold,
shivering,
sweat.
You're like practically bending the steering wheel. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, like sweat's coming out of like all your creases.
You
like
roll down the car window because you're like, the fresh air will make it go away.
But it makes you cold too.
Yeah.
So I'm just going, and I'm like, and then I'm rising out of my seat to like hold it, like to clench. I'm like, come on, get there. And I'm driving down 3rd Ave that turns into like Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'm driving down there, and I'm like, it's like a 3-lane road too. So I'm like up in my seat. It's hard to drive for some reason when you're raised. Yeah. You look up a little bit. And you're like, I can't see it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, so I pull over and just like shit under the overpass, like. And I'm like, but I'm also like, can I stop in like this lane of traffic? There's no place to just stop. And I'm like pulled up, raised up out of the seat and I'm clenching, and then my body just goes, we can't do it anymore, man. And just like
tapped out.
The muscles just literally like stopped working. And there was like a 5-second period where I went, oh. And then I just shit my pants. I shit my shorts.
Oh my God.
Which is very bad. In my wife's car.
Oh.
Somewhere in these like fleece Old Navy shorts. And I'm like, oh no. So then, but like after I shit, I was just like, okay, well, that happened. So let's just drive home. Luckily, there was a parking spot right away. But then I was like, how am I going to get out of the car? Like
were they light colored?
They're light blue.
Oh shit!
I was like, I have shorts on though. Like where? I don't even know where it is. Like it's. I don't know how far it's gone. I don't know where it's residing. So I was like,
it wasn't like a tiny bit of poo. It was
it was a full.
Must have been
and there was more on the way.
Oh yeah, that must have been the quietest drive back to.
Oh yeah, it was.
You're like,
It was just like.
So pissed off,
like just like as if I saw like my wife like fucking another guy on the side of the road. I was like, oh, the fucking that happened. I guess we're just fucking. That's my life now, and just living shit.
Oh my God.
So I like got out of the car, and I looked on the seat, and I was like, okay, nothing.
Well, that's good.
Huge, because it's fabric. It's like it's like not leather. Yeah. So it's like great. So then I reach down and I ball up the ends of my shorts and and tighten them.
Like you're not.
I pinch it off.
I pinched the side they weren't sliding down my leg. And I called my wife and I was like, she didn't answer. And then my friend Larry happened to be there because they were working on a project. And I was like, Larry, you need to open the front door for me right now. And he's like, okay. And I grab the balled up parts of my shorts, and I crab walk like home. Like, and Larry comes out the door to let me in, and I think like if I call say let me in, you assume I'm like right there. He walks out the door and I'm like not there because I'm still walking.
Yeah. And
like I said, we live on the ground floor, so it's just like literally right out the door. And where are you? And he looks one way, and then he looks over and sees me like hunched over. Like pulling my shorts like this, like, and he's
just like, oh, that's bad.
He's like, what? I was like, I shit my pants, let me in. And he's like, he starts laughing, and I was like, and this
is after you've done a couple of your events.
Oh, I've done plenty of them. Yeah.
So he knows.
Yeah, he knows this is ridiculous.
He's like, oh, we got a new story here.
I walk in, and my wife looks at me. She's like, I was like, I shit my pants. She's like, you shit. I was like, get out of the way. I'm getting in the shower. I got in the shower and like
nothing to see here
and kept shitting.
Oh my God!
And I was like, what is happening? I was like, I am dying. Yes.
Oh my God!
I was like, I am dying.
This never ends.
I was like, I am all shit.
Oh shit! That's. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you because just that. When you shit your pants, you just feel like you just smell like shit for like you're just like, it's still on me, right? Like
I know.
You've like scrubbed off layers of skin. You're like, I still smell like shit. I think.
Yeah, and you're like, where? I don't know. Is it fine? Am I?
You need like a fucking like those hoses they use for elephants.
Yeah,
like,
I need
just to get in front of like a fire hose and like just.
You just need like somebody who will then disappear from Earth to like spray you down.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that one was crazy.
I like the ball.
I can't believe you kept pooping in the shower.
I couldn't stop. It was just like I was like because I like took off all my clothes and just like they were like in a corner of the shower like ready to be thrown in the trash, and then I was just like my body was like, we're coming through, buddy. Like I couldn't, and I was just like cleaning off, and I was like it had that it was the same feeling where I was like I have to like go. Like a full other.
Oh my God!
Like, oh, wait a minute, there's another more. Twin back there, Yeah. And I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, clean myself off and then dry myself off and then go sit on the toilet. It was just my body was just like, no, we're just gonna.
This
keep
is happening
going.
right now, bro.
Yeah.
Also, taking a shower and then getting out, take a shit. on the toilet with your wet ass
The
is
worst.
one of the worst sensations ever.
Horrendous.
Like you're just like, I'm a piece of shit.
Sliding around.
And trying to use toilet paper when it's wet. It's
Oh.
just the worst.
You're like, what is wrong with me?
Disgusting.
Oh man, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
We're built with design flaws.
For a second, I thought you were gonna like say you pulled over under the underpass, and then got out, and then it happened again. I was like, oh my god.
I wanted to, but I would have had to like pull the car like up onto a curb or something like that. Look like a real animal, just like people are like across from like the McDonald's. People
But
are
I feel like with
and I'm like, I had McDonald's.
I feel like with shit though. Like if a cop saw that, let's say a cop was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" You like, he'd look at you and be like, "Oh, never mind, nothing to see here."
Yeah,
like, just goes away.
You're just like, please.
He's not even like, he's like, "Yeah, man, I've been there."
Yeah, I almost shit in the street. When I got food poisoning.
I've never pooped in a shower. Was the smell worse?
It was. I mean, it was already smelly.
Like, you know when you fart in the shower and you're like, why does it smell so much worse
but the shower,
than regular
The
farts?
heat just like
it heats it up.
And
The
there's
shower
no barrier of clothing to like filter it through.
The shower was not. I mean, it was not. It had no chance to get to like steamy shower levels.
No, but I'm saying like when you poop in a toilet, at least the water like keeps the buffer of like smell in. But when you're shitting in the shower,
I mean, it
like,
smelled horrible.
Yeah,
But it smelled horrible in general because there was already
sorry,
shit.
I'm just
in
trying
the
to
shower.
paint myself a deeper.
I mean, I painted the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrible. It was not a proud moment, but like the shower was not like I think like when it steams up, and that is what like really causes chaos in there if you fart. But like it was not. It had no chance to steam up, so it was just regular old shit smell.
Like the worst I ever did was I was shaving my legs and I'm bent over my own thigh and I farted, and because of the water coming from behind me was like pushing the fart up right into my face. Like I literally farted into my own, and I was like, that was just so awful because shower farts stink worse than anything. And I was like, and it was like inches away from
raw,
my face.
unfiltered.
Yeah,
that's like.
Do you ever watch? What the fuck
you got the,
is
you
wrong
got the
with
unedited
me?
That
fart.
stuff like I talk about it, but like there's certain stuff still like in Jackass where they farted into the guy's mouth.
Yes.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the funnel.
Yeah, and he like threw up.
That is so hard for me to watch.
Yeah,
and I love that.
It's my favorite.
I would puke too if that happened.
Oh, of course. You're
It's
like,
just- that guy who puked. This guy, he's an awesome director. So Lester Bangs.
Lester Bangs, yes, yeah.
I love that guy. So like, it's just funny watching him too, is being like, oh my god, it's happening again. He's like holding the camera to the side, puking.
Like I've heard that
Did
guy.
he like fart, and a turd came out?
Maybe,
maybe
in that scene?
It's so
That
gross
and-
though. Like,
Oh, it's
I just
so good.
Even as much as I love this podcast, like a friend had recently who clearly doesn't listen to, because we was talking about like, I like talking about it and like hearing funny stories. I don't honestly want to see it. So a friend's like, hey, check out this crazy shit that I took. And I look at my phone and it's like all this corn. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? She's like, you have a whole show about.
I
I'm
agree.
like, but I don't want to see it.
I fucking agree.
Which is why we had that Bristol stool chart, because at least it's like a number and it's like, okay, it's not an actual like, you know.
No, I agree. I hate that. I
It's
used to
just-
have a friend who used to send me, and I would be like, "You need to stop, or we're not gonna be friends anymore."
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I hate it.
No, it literally needs to come with a disclaimer. You know, texting people poop unless you. It's like a dick pic.
Yeah.
It's like it only should come when it is consensual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. And then,
Poo pics and dick pics, keep them to your fucking self.
and after I said, I'm like, oh, they're like, what? They were so embarrassed. I'm like, oh, look, I'm sorry. But I go,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
I wrote back, I'm like, well, clearly you don't listen to the shows. I talked about that a bunch, right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
I
I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. I want to hear the stories.
Yeah.
But I don't want. Yeah.
I know. I agree. But like that's the thing. It's like when you do stuff like this, people are like,
Oh,
"Cool
yeah.
with everything." You're like,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
don't
we
wanna-
we get stories,
I
we
hear
get
fucking story.
news stories, we get like all things about poop now. It's like you're the
I love
we're the
it.
poop people.
Yeah, like
But-
I
I
don't
just
mind
got a
hearing.
piece of jewelry with a poop emoji on it.
I don't mind hearing about it. I don't mind like stories, but like that crosses the line.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just I'm not that dude. So sorry, but
God. Have you guys ever got food poisoning?
Yes.
I've never had food
My
poisoning.
God.
Yes.
I got it before a show. There was like saying it now. There was a Hawaiian Mexican restaurant. I don't know what a fucking and it was on 23rd and like 2nd or something. And I got like a shrimp quesadilla, and it was one of those things where like as soon as it was done, I was like, okay, well, I'm I'm done. And it was the middle.
That shrimp wasn't cooked correctly.
Right. It was the middle of December, and I was pouring sweat, and I went to Bar None for the show that I used to run.
Oh my god!
And that bathroom is a fucking disaster, and I was like, I can't do it because it's gonna be a screaming process. It's gonna be like a fucking thing where you're like,
is Chris murdering someone?
Yeah.
In there?
And the stall doors didn't close. It was just a hideous bathroom. And I just looked at my co-producer. I was like, I can't do the show tonight. I have to go home. But home was in Hoboken, so I had
oh my god!
I was like, I'm going. I'm gonna make it. And I'm just like clenching, like pulling over to the side of the curb and like looking at my phone, like, oh, what's on my phone? Oh yeah, I have a thing on my phone. But meanwhile, I'm just like clenching my ass, like I'm gonna die. And I was wearing a gray sweatshirt, and I was like pouring sweat. I was like, I sweat through the sweatshirt.
Oh my
I was like, I
God.
had sweat stains on a sweatshirt, which is a real fucking bad look.
Yeah, it's a bad look and hard to do.
It's hard. It's tough. Yeah, and I got on a PATH train, and it was so empty, but I had to stand up.
Oh,
there was like 5 people on it, and I was just standing, like sweating, like, and they're like, "Oh, you're like patient
you're like,
zero."
if you sit down, your body's gonna be like, "This is close to sitting on the toilet."
Right?
It
yeah,
will
exactly.
happen.
You know that.
Yeah.
And like I'm sweating through my sweatshirt. I'm standing up. I'm like gripping the pole, and like if they made like the movie about like the deadly virus, like it starts like close up on me, and I'm like,
yeah.
And I got to like this Dunkin' Donuts in Hoboken that saved me plenty of times. And I got in.
Chris?
Yeah. I got in. There was like this old kind of this homeless-ish guy who would always be like, kind of like one of those people who'd be like, hey, what's going on? Like, you could tell like he like lives in shelters, but he always wants to talk to everybody. He's like a sweet guy, but he was like, I was like wearing like a Led Zeppelin shirt. He's like, oh, Zeppelin, man. Every time I was like, dude, not tonight. I was like, and he was like coming out of the bathroom, and I was like, come on. I was like getting him out, like pulling a kid out of like a like a bad birthday party or something. And I went in and I just like blew it up, and then I took a cab home, and I just sat in the cab, and I was like literally just going, ugh. And I called out of work the next day and just stayed home. I had to like not move in bed. It was one of those where I was like, if I move, I will shit.
I had food poisoning once. This is like 15 years ago. That it felt like rattlesnakes were in my gut for weeks later, and I was like, "What is wrong with me? Like, what did I eat? What is so? It's something died inside of me, and it's like the ghost of it is trying to wreak havoc."
Good Halloween shit.
Yeah. We're recording this the day before Halloween, but the episode will come out weeks later.
Yeah.
So.
My friend Ari calls, like when you have. I guess when you sometimes have like the number 7s, he calls them hot snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, which also, by the way, is a fantastic band.
Oh, really?
Hot snakes are great.
But he's like, I got hot snakes today. And
we just call it butt pee-pee.
Butt pee-pee.
Yeah, where it's like literally coming out your ass.
Yeah.
Like pee.
I just call it puking out of my ass.
Yeah.
It's like a tap. It's like...
Yeah.
Well, sometimes our dog gets sick like that.
Oh.
And we're like, she had butt pee-pee.
Oh, man.
And that's the worst because you're supposed to pick up your dog's poo,
Yeah,
but
you can't.
you just like take the bag and smear it around.
You can't do anything about that.
To make it look like you're trying something.
Sorry. We have some questions for you.
Yeah, let's do it.
What kind of toilet paper do you like?
I like a Charmin.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a big Charmin person.
That is a very popular brand.
My dad used to be. I feel like my dad always got Scott.
Yep.
And Scott.
I love Scott.
You love Scott? It's so thin.
I like the grit it's got to it, and I also like that the roll is like an infinity roll.
It is big, but like I feel like you go through it quick because I feel like you have to use so much of it.
Well, yes, that used to be the case for me, but now that I got the Tushy,
yeah,
it's got less. I'm using less TP, so it lasts a lot longer.
I gotta get one of these things.
I'm telling you, man. I say this all the time. It changes your life. You're like, what the? How have I not been doing this before?
Yeah,
are you an over or under when you put the toilet paper on the roll?
I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah, however it goes on, it goes on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that's like a big thing.
So it's an anarchist.
Huge thing.
I am. I don't fucking conform to society rules. I also like a quilted northern. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Quilted, wow.
We're
going
northern,
soft.
Yeah, like a soft on my butt. Yeah.
You look to luxuriate.
Yeah, man. I go hard in there, so I need something to,
Go hard in the pits.
Yeah, go fucking crazy.
We just learned something. When you wipe your ass, are you sitting or standing?
Sitting.
Yeah, that's the right
That's the
fucking
correct answer.
Oh, I know some people get up. And no, those are serial killers.
Yes,
that's what I said.
Yes,
yeah.
Like, well, we had a guest on last week, and he was like,
a couple episodes ago.
He came in hot. He was like, "Have you guys ever fucking interviewed anybody who's wipes standing?"
Stander?
And I'm like, "No." He's like, "I just met a friend of mine who fucking does that."
Yeah.
Like, I looked at him like, "You're crazy."
I feel like it's all cross country runners and killers and shit.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't wipe standing ever.
And like,
No.
how did you learn that?
Every now and again, you got to get in there for a rewipe, and
Yeah.
maybe you're standing up.
It's like
I've
people who
never-
say they don't sheet peep. It's like, how do you know if your ass is clean? You have to look.
Sheet peep.
Yeah, you have to look
Yeah.
to make sure.
You have to make eye contact with it.
and keep going.
Yeah, you have to blow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows this.
Hello.
Well, not this person that told us about this guy he met.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
what?
standing up is
and
crazy.
And this dude was like, he's like, "Wait, you sit down?"
I feel like,
He was like, "That's not normal." He's like, "Are you fucking out of your mind?"
yeah, that's nuts. Was his friend like a really skinny person? I feel like really skinny
I know that's
people-
what we were saying. Like,
I mean,
you have to have like no ass.
I was thinking the
cheeks.
same thing because
Right.
there's no way I couldn't do that.
You know, a little
Yeah.
back crack.
There'd be
Yeah,
like,
because you'd be whoopie pieing yourself.
they would be bad.
Be whoopie pieing yourself?
Yeah,
like get
the
really in there?
turds are between the ass cheeks, and it looks like a whoopie pie.
Well, wait. I don't think that this makes sense.
What do you mean?
You're not, I mean, the turds, like, they're no longer in turd form, right?
Yeah, but there's still turd residue between your ass cheekies.
Oh, I see. The cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're sitting down,
The ding dong filling.
Yeah.
if you're sitting down, your cheeks keep spread apart, so it's easier to get in there. But once you stand up, the cheeks squeeze together, and you've got cream to
You
your
got like
whoopie
some
pie.
Great British Bake Off
Yeah.
thing.
I think Dave is
I heard
dying.
somebody say that they I'll do this every now and again. Like when they sit down, they go they got like one ass cheek, right? And then they like really spread the other one, and pop it down.
Yes.
I've heard that too.
We learned that with Brandt. He said that.
Brandt. That's a good pooper
one
name.
of our.
Yeah,
My boyfriend, somebody when he wipes, he has to lean
Oh yeah, I think
to get in
he's got
there.
a lot of torque.
Yeah.
Like he can't just sit there and wipe. He has to like open up some like space.
I think
I
lean.
do that too.
I lean.
I do that too. I'm a big guy. I can't like.
Yeah.
I'm not like people. I don't. There's no way I can manage this thing straight up and then just slide my hand like without.
Yeah,
moving.
no, I think I got it.
That's like a weird trick.
I could do that.
Oh, you're smaller than me. I mean,
I'm not a small person, but
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could say straight.
Yeah, I
This
couldn't
is
do
like
that.
some sort
I mean,
of
Gerald
internet
gets
challenge
mad
or
at me
something.
because when I turn on the bidet to squirt my asshole, sometimes there's like a space between my ass and the like back of the toilet.
Also, get a little splashback.
The water like sprays my asshole and sprays all over the toilet.
You dirty.
I mean, that's just as bad as what you were
The
talking
nozzle.
about.
Yeah, you just did that to your fucking own toilet.
No, but it's just water that's spraying.
Well, it happened at your asshole.
And then
Yeah,
sometimes I
it's
just
ass-
look at it and
it's
I'm like,
ass
yeah,
bounce
fuck it.
back.
And I don't wipe it.
Oh, that's
up.
unbelievable.
Ellen, that is bad.
And Gerald comes into the bathroom and he's like, "What the fuck is your
I'm gonna have
problem?
to
It's
side
wet
with-
everywhere."
I'm gonna have to side with Gerald on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
inappropriate.
awful. Oh my god.
I feel like you really showed yourself there.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever? One time I put my hand through a window,
Oi.
and I had stitches all in my hand,
Oh,
and
fuck.
I was 21 and very drunk, and then I had to wear like a little. It wasn't a cast, but it was just a thing to keep everything in place, and so I couldn't use it, and I had to wipe with my left. Have you ever
Ooh.
experienced like that?
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
It's like you're a
It's like
different
brushing
person.
your
Yeah.
teeth with
It's like
your
a stranger's doing it to
left
you.
Yeah, it's like
hand.
you just like came into your body and you're like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know how to use this. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a friend growing up in college who, she's Muslim, and her father was like really strict, and he was like, she left-handed. No, I forgot. Basically, she couldn't wipe with her left, and I guess apparently in this culture, or they were Egyptian.
Was this an honor system?
Yeah, it was some kind of weird thing where he's like, when she was growing up, it's like
no, it's because they eat with one hand.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And they wipe with the other.
Yeah, so it's like,
yes.
So he was like, you can't use your right hand.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, and then so like it's like really strict about it,
because when they eat they don't use utensils. They'll like take bread to like pinch the food.
Yeah, so like it's this whole thing where she was like, I grew up and like it was like when I learned how to poop, like I couldn't, you go to your dominant hand. Yeah. And then he was like adamant, like you can't do that. But even though they're living in like Buffalo, like in a really big, it's not like it's, but whatever reason that was the way of the lay of the land. Yeah. But I couldn't wait. I've done that before. You wipe your left hand, like what the fuck? It's weird.
There's nothing normal about it.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
What other? I always forget the questions.
The questions.
Oh, well, it's floor pants, which we found out when you're driving home. There was no place you were going to go on the floor, so you went in your pants.
Oh, yeah.
The other questions is what's your accident stories? Do you have any tips on diarrhea or constipation? Is there anything you like to use?
To solve it?
Yes.
To actually activate it?
To save it.
to give yourself diarrhea.
To kickstart it?
To activate it, yeah.
Well, eat like burritos.
Eating a burrito gives
nachos.
You diarrhea. No, but if you have diarrhea, what is something that you do to help your...
I usually just take Pepto. Yeah. I'm a big Pepto guy. Love
Same
Pepto.
Here.
A lot of Pepto. Like,
oh my God, I can't. It's so hard for me to eat that or drink that stuff.
I love Pepto.
So here's the thing. I hadn't seen it drunk in many years. I used to drink it when I was a kid. But like I hadn't seen it in so long, and I was doing this video, this web series thing, and we're like NFL fans, and we're supposed to be like in therapy, and this guy brought in like a bottle of like CVS brand, Pepto, and like was chugging it, and one person was like, I cannot watch you do that. And I was like, I haven't seen that in forever, but I do the tablets, baby.
Yeah,
the chewable or the swallow?
The chews.
Yeah,
I want to feel I want to feel it in my mouth.
I can't even chew it. I need to like swallow it. I mean,
I just do the swallows now.
I usually just,
and I break them in half because a full one will constipate me for days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nothing can stop me. They are just soldiers at the gate, looking for ID.
They have Chris like it's in a weird lab at Pepto like headquarters. Like we don't understand why this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm like they help. They do help. Don't get me wrong, but like generally, I would say like I do Pepto and like a lot of water and tea and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can't stop it. You started it by eating like garbage.
Oh yeah.
It's your own fault, and you need to pay the price.
No, I mean I truly believe if something wants to leave the body that badly, just fucking don't stop it. Yeah. Let it leave the body. I only take Pepto-Bismol if it's like something where like I have had diarrhea now 5 times today, and I need to leave the house to continue living like a normal human being. Yeah. So I will pop a Pepto-Bismol because I'm like, I need to get on a plane. I need to go to work.
You're checking into the airport with a diaper over your...
Yeah, exactly.
I love that feeling.
I mean, I almost missed a flight once from explosive diarrhea thanks to tequila the night before. You know, like,
yeah.
It's like...
Drinking like shitty beer will do it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But so... and also childhood memories. What's your first memories of poo, farts, anything?
You meant childhood memories will spark diarrhea.
That's the only time I go.
That time I got pantsed. Oh my God.
What is the first memory of
poo, farts, anything? Do you have any great childhood memories?
We loved, my mom hated that we're into like, poo and fart humor, but so I definitely shit my pants in school. Which was pretty scarring because that's the moment where you don't want to do it. I think I was like in 2nd grade. And
oh my God.
Shit my pants and then went back to class and was like, hello, I don't know what to do. Now. I have pants full of shit and the back of my shirt has shit on it. And
it's definitely not normal.
Don't know. So I think I always had issues like figuring out like when to go shit. Like I like the fact like... I think Pete Holmes has a bit about the fact that like one day you're allowed to shit your pants and then one day you're just not anymore. Like you just like are told like you can't do it anymore. And I think I always had that issue of like I don't know how to regulate myself. Like I don't know how to get there on time. Like everything was like chaos and a rush. But I also felt really self-conscious about like public stuff.
Yeah.
So I would be really nervous to have to go in public, and I think it like caused a lot of problems. And also, like my mom, my mom stopped buying Cracklin' Oat Bran. Remember Cracklin' Oat Bran?
Oh my God, yes.
Because it would turn me into like a shit fountain.
Yeah. It's like you're like whoa.
Because I just couldn't handle it. It was too strong for me.
Like a wood chipper.
Yeah. But I always had issues. I remember I also remember like being in a restaurant, having a shit, and I was pretty young, and I went, and it was like 2 urinals in a stall, and I think I was in the stall, and there's like older kids in there, which forget about older kids. I'm like, what a terror they were when you were like, older kids
were the worst.
They're like kid ISIS. You know what I mean? Like you just live in fear of them constantly. Yeah. And they knew that there was like some kid in there, like and they were like saying stuff and like throwing like paper over the thing, and I was just like, oh, what am I gonna do? And luckily my dad came in and was like, are you okay? And they split or whatever, and I was like, I don't know how to live this life.
All these Duke boys gotta get this one.
I just remember that so distinctly, and it stopped me from like wanting to go to like using public bathrooms for so long.
Oh yeah, I mean that's common. I would imagine that would fuck me up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Or the worst is like you had someone like crawl over the like, what's up down there? You're like, oh my God, you're like, I'm ruined.
One time my friend like burst in, like I had like a bathroom in my room in our apartment, and he like kicked open the door to like take a picture or do one of those dumb things, and I was like, nope, you fucking I was pissed.
Yeah, man,
hate that stuff. Yeah.
I have one confession. I did something. I mean, it was kind of it was funny at the time, and I still thought the pictures were pretty good, but I was drunk at a bar at this place, Halyards.
Oh, Halyards, yeah.
And I was a birthday for another photographer friend, and I had this little film camera on me, this little point and shoot, and he came out of the bathroom. I just accidentally like had just hit the flash, and like it just took a picture of him coming right out of the bathroom. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea for a series. So then, like, I was really drunk. And then every time someone would, now I'm doing it to strangers. People was coming out of the bathroom. People coming out of the bathroom taking photos. They're like, what the fuck? And like, as they should. Like, and then I remember, I gotta find those pictures because like there was a bunch like where just, but the look of like what it's like the best social experiment because the look, it's like a genuine look of fear, anger, and like. But looking back, I'm like, that was kind of a dicky thing to do.
Yeah.
It was pretty shitty.
No,
but
it's very vulnerable.
The pictures looked fucking amazing.
I'm sure.
One of the best pictures I ever took was at Mermaid Parade a couple years ago. Boo Boo Darling, I think, was a little drunky, and she ran into a porta potty in her little teeny tiny, barely there costume and sat on the porta potty, and I took a picture of her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No trow down, but yeah.
Still though,
it's a great photo.
Yeah,
I have to find.
I'm sure a porta potty looks great on film.
Yeah,
not
the grain
in life.
Yes. Yeah, it was real film. It wasn't digital.
Yeah,
it wasn't an iPhone fucking picture.
I mean, we have such an advantage in the porta potty for just being able to stand like away from like back against the door to pee.
Well, he told me that one time running, Dave was saying, you know how some porta potties have the toilet area and then a urinal kind of like area on the side that just funnels into the toilet area. He said that somebody shit in the urinal.
I believe it.
What the fuck?
I walked in, I just looked up, I'm like, people are just the worst.
Savages.
Animals.
Like,
savages.
Why? Like,
you ever see like a close to full one?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, where it's like
you
coming
back out slowly. You're
so
like, nope.
gross.
Where it's like almost coming above the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Prospect Park
Shit
style.
meniscus.
My favorite is I'm this running group, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. It was bad. I was like, I really gotta go. I can't wait. And there was like Center Drive in Prospect Park, right near the edge of like the main loop. There used to be this porta potty. It was the summertime. And I'm like, I'll just go in there.
No, the best time of year for a porta potty.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is happening. And we just started running too, so I'm like, I just gotta take care of this now. Open the door, and first of all, the fumes that hit me in the face.
Ooh. But
then there was a dried up, fossilized shit on the rim.
Ugh.
And I'm like, who the fuck? And this has been there for a while, so whoever's like, it's just been, and no one's cleaned it out. I'm like, you know what? I guess I don't gotta go that bad.
Fuck.
Yeah, people are fucking
Just
the
go
worst.
behind a tree at that point.
It was
Yeah.
some asshole just did that on purpose. Too.
Yeah.
It was like
Good for them.
But I think that's basically all the questions, unless you have something that you want to add to.
No, I think
you're great. You had
Yeah.
some excellent.
Yeah, no,
You killed it.
Thank you
We
very
have
much.
2 quick
I
segments.
feel lots of shame.
No, you had great stuff.
I really, really badly
show, it was great stuff.
want to do his show.
Yeah. I'll have
Yeah.
you guys on.
Yeah.
I would love that.
We have 2 segments. The first is called Let's Get Shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a segment where you get to complain about anything you want. It doesn't have to be poop related. It could be like, I mean, aside from like, obviously, we all know politics there. Oh, that's a good picture. I'm seeing the picture of that she was
Boo Boo
referring
Darling.
to. On the
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
that
good.
is. It's a great picture.
That's a good. What's a good one?
I'll post it on Hot Babes on Toilets.
Perfect. And we'll do a quick news story, and then we'll get you out of here.
Cool.
So I'm going to play this little bumper. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Let's Get Shitty.
Yes, one of my favorite parts of the show. So yeah, Chris, you're our guest. You don't have to, look, you don't have to complain about anything if you don't want to. But
And if you can't think of anything right now, we can go and maybe that'll spark something for you.
I can complain right now about the New York Jets. I fucking hate them. They're the worst. I've loved them forever. They are the shittiest fucking thing that I care about in my life. And
that bad, huh?
They suck. I've hit a point where I can't with them anymore. That's like a mom at the end of a rope. Like I cannot with you guys anymore. Please, like
turn this car around.
I love you, but I don't always like you. Like I can't stand them anymore. They make me fucking. I hate the Johnsons. They own the team. They're the Johnson & Johnson people.
Oh really?
They suck. They're the worst kind of rich people who like think that being rich makes you smart, which is like fuck you.
Yeah.
Does not make you smart. You're just.
We know that.
Ugh. And they ruin my team, and they just keep ruining it, and they suck shit so hard for so long, and they hired the worst coach in football. Their GM fucking sucks ass. Like, everything about them is no fun, and I'm like, I'm too old to be watching sports teams that, like, are not fun. You know,
you're like, why am I doing this?
Right. I'm like, I have shit to do. Like I have things that I could be doing in my life that fill me with joy, and I'm sitting here watching this misery, this absolute shit ball fuck shit team on the field. I fucking hate them. Oh, please release me. I hate them. I mean, like if this was how this team was going when I was like 16, 17, 18, I would have been like apoplectic about them. But like now I'm just like, I complain about them, I hate them, and I move on. But there's something about this year that just makes me like so disappointed.
There are other teams out there.
I know. But sports is like, you gotta do this.
Stick with your team, bro.
But like, seriously, go Rams. I'm a Rams fan now. I fucking hate them.
Oh my god,
Dave, do you got a good one?
Not really.
I have one.
You can go. Yeah, go ahead.
So we've been doing this podcast for almost a year, and we are on all these amazing platforms like iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. But because we're on
Stitcher.
But because we are on SoundCloud, we get at least once a month an email, and I'm going to read this email. The subject is "Good day, poops, farts." Not poops and farts, just poops farts. Hi, I listened to your tracks on SoundCloud. STS Dave Ellen. Love them. I think you deserve more. I would like to share with you a website that maybe it helps you to grow your plays and fame. Try this site out, DJ Music Promote Club. I'm glad if it helps you. Wait.
So you guys gonna do it?
I'm like, once a month we get these emails.
You are making me laugh. I had no idea that.
And I'm just like, you obviously have not listened to our tracks.
Yeah.
Because our tracks aren't anything a DJ Music Promote Club wants to play. And the fact that the subject of the email is "Good Day, Poops, Farts."
It's very funny.
I'm like, you moron. Like, at least...
Good Day Poops Farts though is pretty funny though.
It is. No.
It's like a kid's show.
Or imagine some fancy.
Good day, Poops Farts.
Or some like fancy English person.
Yeah.
I'll totally post this email onto our Instagram.
Okay.
But every time I see them, I'm like, really, like, could you just try to listen to 2 seconds of an episode to know that you're barking up the wrong tree? So,
but they're just automated.
I know, it totally is.
Yeah, but that's the best. Good
Yeah.
day.
But that's
poops,
what.
farts.
Good day, poops,
It's like
farts.
how you say goodbye to your shits when you flush them. Good day, poops, farts. Enjoy your journey
day.
into the sewers of this
I'm
lovely
like, oh,
metropolitan
who's Dave
area.
Ellen? I'm like, excuse me. I'm poops. That's farts.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like that I'm farts.
That's pretty funny. Well, you can be poops if you want.
No. Well, you always say, hey, poopy.
That's true. Okay, sorry.
No, you already called it. It's poops, farts.
Yeah,
I'm a
poops and
witness.
farts.
I'm okay with being farts. Which, my
That
fart
does not sound like a fart. That sounds like somebody caught in a well.
It was the original.
Yeah, that was our soundboard. We
Oh.
didn't before we started using the iPad and
in our
everything.
first episodes. So I actually, this isn't a Let Get Shitty, but I brought this today because I know I haven't played this in a while, but I always bring it. I feel like it's good luck to the
Yeah, I love
podcast.
It's
it.
also like pleasant to look at.
Yeah.
First of all,
and it's
Ellen's-
just funny to walk around with this in my bag and it's like totally going off in the subway and everything.
She came with me to the pharmacy to pick up some medication for my wife, and
It was like,
Are you making it go or it just goes?
no, this is in my
it's
bag.
in her bag, right?
It's hidden.
So then I'm up front paying for this this medication.
There's not. There's like.
And then all of a sudden I hear in the back, in the way in the corner, and I'm laughing, and it's so quiet in there, and like all you hear is that. I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
And then, so last night,
Sounds like a
Like
constipated
rapidly.
cat.
It's going
yes. Last night I was like sitting at my desk and I have like a scratchy post for my cat, and he was on the scratchy post, but the bag that the fart machine was in was next to the scratchy post. And I turned around because I always, whenever they scratch the thing they're supposed to, I applaud them. I'm like, good kitty,
Sure, yeah.
you know, like
Positive reinforcement.
exactly. And he hit the bag and the went off and he jumped. He scared
that's the
himself.
best.
It was so funny. I could not stop laughing. I was like, my cat is afraid of the fart machine.
Should be.
Yeah.
It's healthy fear.
Yeah, I don't have a Let's Get Shitty right now that I could think of, but you know, I think you had some pretty good ones right there for us.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna flush those problems away.
The New York Jets 2019 season.
Right.
See you in
Very
2020.
apropos, right? So we're gonna do a little news. My friend Dan sent this to me, who I was just laughing so hard because I didn't think he would listen to this show because he's probably like, what the fuck is this show about?
Yeah.
I get this email. It says, oh my God, I found this article for your show. So I'm like, thank you, Dan. How your poop can help train AI.
Oh, brother.
San Francisco, there's these companies called Augie and Seed Health, and they're working with applying microbes to human health and selling, like they do like human health stuff with like probiotics, and they're doing these apps to basically, it's a campaign where they're collecting photos of shit.
Ugh.
And the campaign's called Give a Shit, but S dot, T.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, the goal is they want to take data from human poop images, where they want to get like 100,000 photos in total to use as for AI for research.
Yeah. This research.
Can you fucking imagine this shit? Which I'm like, it's
I've found a way to collect all my poop photos.
CEO.
Somebody with a serious fetish out there with a lot of money has figured something out.
Yeah.
This was on
Richard
CNN.
Branson or something.
CNN Business.
What do they want it for?
The CEO, co-CEO Ara Katz said, we'd like to have its, let's say it's basically data of dumps that don't get flushed away.
Data dumps.
Yeah, just like they said, like
My lovely data dumps.
they want to use it for science.
For
Which I'm
what?
like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like it doesn't seem to make any kind of sense. But
It's like, do you guys ever watch Parks and Rec where the guy emails everybody his balls picture, and then the nurse like sees it and she goes, there's something wrong with those balls, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, you need to see my balls, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like it's like that, like they want to do a database of poop to see like, ooh, this person's sick.
Well, they're saying that basically this company Augie, that their hope that the photos that people send in are going to build a kind of database that the AI
Make sure they're hot.
I know, right? That basically, like, and also is there a tutorial how to take the shit? Anyway, they want to like basically use that so like they can use AI to kind of classify different types of like disorders, gastrointestinal.
All right, I guess that makes sense.
But the thing is, it's like sending in their shits. Can you imagine being the person that's like the intake for that?
I feel like the picture isn't enough. You need to like more description.
You need to have a sociopath.
What if you had a crazy burrito?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Well, then it's like, please don't send it.
What's your diet?
If you've been on a bender.
Yeah. So both of these companies, Augie and Seed, also said that they're planning on making the data set available for like researchers.
No, they shouldn't do that.
Fecal photos available to researchers who want to study them. Do
you think there's like anybody who send in like a picture of like, hey, it's my ex-husband, you know?
And here we go.
Piece of shit.
Big piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So basically, so they keep a log over time. The properties.
I bet they keep a log.
Yeah.
Of the stool. I know it's right. There's so many puns built into the story. The properties of each stool, basically, they can use it to reference the Bristol stool chart.
Nuggets.
So I don't know if this is really going to take off or anything.
It sucks to know that there's a database of 100,000 photos of shit. It makes me uncomfortable with the world.
It's just too much. It's just like there's too much freedom.
Yeah, there's not enough beauty in the world.
Yeah, they need to cure
like,
other problems.
Man. Like, I just don't want to hear about this. But yeah, so basically,
send your dumps.
They're trying to do a proof of concept data set with 36,000 photos of faux feces made from blue Play-Doh, a color chosen because we didn't want to scare the people in the lab.
What?
It's like period.
They're fucking scientists.
They don't give a shit.
That's like period ads always use blue because God forbid they use something that looks like period
Isn't it
blood.
blue?
Well, I don't know. This is a funny story. This is on CNN.
Yeah, well, then take it seriously, man.
And thank you, Dan, again for sending
that.
Like cracking up.
Hear Jake Tapper report that news out.
And I wish the photo didn't come over my little clip here I took of it, but I think that the image was like this robot hand like going near the toilet,
reaching up somebody's
and
asshole.
I just couldn't stop fucking laughing.
Yeah,
like,
oh my god, you have to send that.
Good sense of humor.
Yeah.
But with that, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
For coming on the
great.
show. We had the best time, and
I appreciate you guys.
Great stories you brought.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And where can people out listening find you?
You can find me at chriscalogero.com, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at realchriscal.
Nice.
And I'm pretty active.
We will
over there
Instagram you from our Hey Poopy Podcast.
Yes, please. And I'll send you that picture of me on the Twitter.
Yes, please. And we when you do the next episode of people.
Yes, I will hit you guys up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, we're so.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
My shit my pants stories from years ago, but it's pretty epic.
No, I'm excited about it. I'll have you guys on, and we can cross promote and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yes.
But again, thank you so much. Well,
thanks, guys.
Until next time, we'll see you guys out there.
Happy pooping, everybody.
Keep shitting.
And toot.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to Shooting the Shit with Dave and Ellen. You can listen to us on platforms like iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, and even YouTube. Please download, rate, review, and subscribe to any and all of those places, and tell all your friends about us.
For more about Shooting the Shit with Dave and Ellen, you can check us out at heypoopypodcast.com. For questions, product reviews, information, please email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. And you can see us on Instagram at heypoopypodcast.
Theme song by Jordan Pearlson. Hey Poopy.
Oh, that one's gross.
Very wet.
Oh my God. Okay.
100 seriously crap jokes from Stormy Leather. Thank you so much for this gift. I'm going to read the ones that are poop and fart related. Why shouldn't you fart in an elevator?
Why?
It's wrong on so many levels.
That one's actually not that bad for like a shitty joke. That's pretty good.
I think we should play like a drinking game where like you go in a row and whoever reads them, whoever laughs has to drink.
Okay.
I think that'd be funny. What did Mr. Spock find in the toilet?
I don't know.
The captain's log.
Oh shit! I feel like I should have known that one. I feel like I've heard that one before.
What would you find in Superman's bathroom?
Oh fuck! I don't know.
A Super Bowl.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. What's the best hand in the bathroom poker?
What?
What's the best hand in bathroom poker? Which should be, what is the best
a
hand?
royal flush.
Yeah. But it should be like, what is the best hand in poker in the bathroom?
Should it be, what's the best poker hand in the bathroom?
Yeah. That's just worded really bad. It's crap. Why did the cop sit on the toilet?
I don't know.
To do his duty.
That's actually pretty good.
What do you call someone who feels sad while pooping?
Ooh, I don't know.
This is so annoying because it's like too obvious. It's a total dad joke. The punchline is down in the dumps.
Oh my God, that's
what do you call a bathroom superhero?
Oh, super dump?
No, Flush Gordon.
Oh my God.
I didn't say these were good.
Yeah.
They're crap jokes. Where do you bees go to the bathroom?
I don't know.
At the BP station.
What? The BP station?
That's what it says. It's stupid.
That's fucking so stupid.
Yeah.
Did a computer write this?
The same one that emailed us?
Yeah, clearly.
Hi, poops, and good day, poop fart.
Good day, poops farts.
Why do you think the rotation of the Earth... Oh, no, sorry. This one I just thought was stupid. This is the last one. What did the poo say to the fart?
I don't know.
You blow me away.
No, that's not bad.
No.
I mean, it's bad, but it's not like as bad.
This one was just bad. So yeah, I will post that on the Instagram too. 100 seriously crap jokes. Not all of them are about crap. There was maybe 10.
We got the crappy ones.
Yeah, we pulled out the crappy ones.
This is our Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Enjoy, everybody. See you next dump day.